buy that for $1.
Welcome to another episode of Remember the Great Sports Flea Market Antique Mall Pickups Videos $1 edition. Yes, in 2022, I'm sharing with you my first $1 edition video, and it's just really hard in 2022 to find dollar or less deals in sports cards. Even with, the junk wax era stuff, it seems like a lot of that stuff has just skyrocketed in price. Stuff that would only cost you a few dollars is now $10, $15, $20 a piece. But I still have put my feet to the pavement and gone out there and searched high and low for these deals, and I still have been able to find them in 2022. So it just goes to show, with a little bit of effort and going out there and being in the right place and just digging around in the right places, you can still find some dollar deals. Now I'm going to get right to the point here, but all of these dollar deals were not made at the same time. Whenever I'm trying to make a dollar video, I kind of buy something here for $1, then I buy something else for $1, and then when I get 3 or more items, I try to shoot a video. So all of these were not purchased all at the same time. I've been holding on to a couple of these items, heck, probably for a year. I've had one of these items waiting. So I'm going to jump right into this, and we'll get to the baseball cards and some of the other cards, and we'll go to this. I found 2 1990 score rookie traded sets for $1 a piece. And you're like, wow, okay, $1 a piece. Well, these have 132 cards in the set, and there's the checklist right there. But I actually happen to already have one of these sets, and I have it opened. And anytime I open a set and I take cards out, I always put an X on the box somewhere, so then I know that's a partial set. So I'm just going to show you my set that's already been opened and show you a couple of the key cards that are in that set. Now, first of all, you get these nice little Magic Motion MVP card things. They're nothing too special, but they're fun to look at every now and then. So that alone's worth $1, in my opinion, just reading those. But if you've seen these before, the best way to distinguish them is they have this bright orange border of the 1990 score, and they also have the T designation in the top there, so it tells you that it's the traded set. The regular 1990 scores do not have orange borders. Those are just the traded. So what I typically do is I go through, and when I do my TTMs, I'm just going to set the big stack there. I'm just going to show you some of the key highlights in the set. This is a Cecil Fielder first year back from Japan. If you remember when Cecil came back and hit all those home runs. Got Dave Parker. Gary Carter is a Giant, Lee Smith is a Cardinal, Dave Winfield is an Angel, so some good Hall of Famers. Some of the rookies in the set, you got David Segui, and this is my favorite card out of the set right here, and that is the Eric Lindros baseball card. And yes, for some of the younger viewers, this is the same Eric Lindros that is the Hall of Fame hockey player. And he happens to have a baseball card because he showed up for batting practice once with the Blue Jays, and they took a picture of it and made it a card. The other card in the set is the traded version of the Frank Thomas. It's not the true rookie card, so it's the X-rookie card. Then you got a Steve Avery rookie, a Todd Hundley rookie, a Ray Lankford, a Bernard Gilkey, and a Carlos Baerga. Now, if you guys remember collecting back in the 90s, those were some pretty serious rookies right there that I just showed you. I mean, Carlos Baerga was huge for a little while there, and this would have been a huge set to buy, especially having that Frank Thomas in there and that Eric Lindros. So for $1, I just could not pass it up, so I snagged that up right away and got 2 sealed packs of that 90 score. And like I said, off camera here, I have my open set that I've taken some partial cards out of here and there and a little bit everywhere. But I'm seriously thinking of sending that to Eric Lindros and seeing if he'll TTM it up for me and go from there. So, moving on to the next items. I've had these in my possession for quite a while, and like I said, I let things add up before I share them with you. But these are 2 NASCAR related items. And for those NASCAR fans out there, I was actually able to find the, I guess the Winston Cup Series Coca-Cola 600 2001 program from that series, and only paid $1 for this at an estate sale. So I found this in an estate sale. It was the only sports thing in the entire place, and they wanted $1 for it, so I grabbed it. So it's a nice yearbook type thing that profiles. Remember when you could advertise cigarettes and alcohol? Remember that, guys? Remember how long ago that was? Can't do that now. But now I would imagine if you were to open this up, it would be full of gambling website stuff, like sports betting and that stuff. But it's a really nice thing. It shows all of the drivers that are in the Cup Series that year. It's got the big names like Gordon in there. It's got, I know I saw Junior in there. Yep, Dale Earnhardt Jr. And just down the list, a few years back I actually saw Dale Jr. and this would have been an awesome thing for him to sign, but unfortunately I didn't have it at the time. So very happy to have that. And of course, you got the Coke ad on the back. It is the Coca-Cola 600. To go along with this program, I actually picked this up for 50 cents at a garage sale one time. And this was a Dale Jr. plaque for only 50 cents. And as I mentioned, I met Dale Jr. a couple years back, and I actually got him to sign some cards. So I'm going to actually probably put one of those signed cards in this plaque and kind of display it one day maybe. But I thought this was kind of cool. It shows him hunting of all things. And I might do a video about that one day in the future, talking about the time that I met Dale Jr. and the autographs I got from him, and I may pull this out and talk about it. So for 50 cents, anytime I see a plaque for 50 cents or $1, especially if it's, a big time athlete like Dale Jr. here, I definitely grab them. I wouldn't see why not, because you can always put whatever card you want in there. And these things, I wouldn't say they're as popular as they used to be, but I remember back, 20, 25 years ago, these were huge. I mean, people used to buy these left and right, these little plaque card things, but not as popular anymore. So we'll move on to the next one. All right, so this final stack of cards, we're going back to sports cards here. I was at an indoor flea market, and they had a whole display case full of cards. And inside that display case, they had 2 albums that said football and baseball cards, different albums, 25 cents each, 5 for $1. So me, I had to pull those album up, and I went through every single page of that album, and I didn't find a whole lot of stuff. A lot of it was a lot of commons and a lot of junk. But, there were some superstars in there, nothing huge, but some Hall of Famers. So I went through there and I bought $3 worth of cards. So I'm going to show them to you really quick here. Here are some of the highlights. We'll start with baseball first. And I found a 1987 Topps Barry Larkin rookie card. I found a 1988 Topps Tom Glavine rookie card. And I'm going to definitely sleeve those up and get them put away. But that's it for baseball. I didn't find a whole lot baseball-wise. It was pretty stripped through. However, like I said, I found those 2 rookie cards, and I thought, for 20 cents a piece, how can you go wrong? So I went through the football, and this is going to shock you, but it's not as big as it seems. This is a 20-door set, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's his rookie. Nope, it's a reprint. It's a reprint of his rookie card. So nothing to get too excited about, but I thought this would be an excellent TTM card to send to Tony, because I think he charged a nominal fee of about $5. I figured that'd be a perfect card to send to him through the mail. If I don't get it back, no big deal. I'm not losing anything. But in that same album, I found a Junior Seau rookie card, again 20 cents, and I've always really enjoyed these cards. These are the Collector's Edge cards, the clear cards that have, the see-through or whatever you want to call that. And if many of the collectors remember, back in the 80s, You know, it seemed, or back in the 90s, excuse me, it's like once they discovered that they could make these clear cards, it's like every company made them to some extent. So I grabbed the Phil Simms, I grabbed the Thurman Thomas, I grabbed the Sterling Sharp, and I grabbed the Shannon Sharp. And I figured you can't go wrong when most of those guys are in the Hall of Fame. You know, these are unique cards. You know, they're kind of condition sensitive again, so I'm definitely going to sleeve them up. So I grabbed those for 20 cents a piece. Now, the rest of these, I was just simply trying to fill out my numbers, so I grabbed a Marshall Faulk, again a Hall of Famer. I grabbed a Deion Sanders, which I thought that was a pretty cool card of him running into the end zone. I got a couple more for, I got a Tim Brown, Mel Gray insert card, which I thought was pretty nice. And I grabbed a couple for TTMs, Stephon Page / Steve DeBerg. I've gotten Stephon Page before, never DeBerg, so we'll see if anything there. You know, Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome, Chris Collinsworth, and an Archie Manning Domino's Pizza, which I know I got a ton of those because I got tons of Domino's. But these were 20 cents a piece, so $3 for the stack, which I thought was fair. So, in closing, I hope you enjoyed the video. Picking up these sets, picking up the NASCAR related collectibles and the album and the Dale Jr., the yearbook and the Dale Jr. plaque. You know, like I said, these, put a ding in my Dave Winfield while shooting the video. These 90 score sets are, you know, pretty nice little sets for only $1. I bent the Dave Winfield, darn it. Oh well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's very hard, you know, to find dollar deals in 2022, but I somehow found a few. I hope you enjoyed the dollar video. Leave your comments below. Look forward to reading them. Happy collecting.